my name is Phil Anderson, and I'm running for United States Senate to represent Wisconsin. My friend Andy Craig, who's running for Congress in the 4th Congressional District in Wisconsin, so if you're over by Milwaukee and in Gwen Moore's district, please vote for him, has an excellent idea that I will advocate for as your senator. And that is that every bill passed into law should automatically sunset after a certain amount of time. Maybe it's 20 years, maybe it's 10 years, whatever it may be, that there's a certain expiration date on every law passed. Now that might sound like it would create some more work for Congress, and not only would they have to consider new legislation, but also reconsider the old. But right now there's a lot of laws on the books that are unjust and tyrannical and inefficient and outdated that Congress should take responsibility for. They are, after all, the legislative branch. So they should be held responsible for not only new legislation, which piles up year after year after year, but also the legislation that's in existence. And it should be reviewed and looked at to decide whether it should continue or whether it shouldn't. And in that way, they can be held more responsible for the regulatory legislative environment that we live in, and not just for the things that they choose to consider or choose not to consider. So if certain laws are ready to come to the end of their period, are they ready to sunset, whatever that might be, then Congress has to either say, yes, we want this to continue, or no, we don't. And be even more responsible to the American people and their constituents, a lot more than they are now. Because right now, many members of Congress dodge responsibility by virtue of the fact that they don't ever have to really address it. Laws that have been on the books for a long time. In this case, over a period of time, every single law passed by Congress would be reviewed periodically in a way that would make them, Congress, accountable to the people for the laws that are on the books, not just for the ones that they passed. I think that makes sense. I think it's fair. And I think that if we truly have people representing us in Washington, and if I'm acting as your representative in the United States Senate, then I can be truly accountable to you for everything that I do and everything that I allow to continue in the United States Congress. Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.